Well, our Uberti here that was made in 1998 didn't do quite as well with the Johnston Dow as it did with the round ball at 50 yards. We had about an inch and, I should say, 3.5-inch group here with the round ball, and probably closer to a 6, maybe even up to an 8-inch group with the Johnston Dow conicals. So I got thinking about that and decided maybe we should do something with this other Uberti that we've got, because this one in the box has a 1 in 16 twist. This one over here, 1 in 30. So our Uberti here in the box was born a bit later than the one down here. In fact, I think around maybe 20 years later. Let's check the date on it. And there's a little stamp right in the corner there. It says 21, so 2021. And like I say, this is about 98. So what do we got? 22, 23 years difference. And they switched to a 1 in 16 twist. Or here we've got a 1 in 30 twist. Now the conical bullet theoretically might need a little faster twist. So I got thinking about that, and let's see if we can do a barrel swap. So let's see if that barrel swap's going to work. We're going to get our old barrel off here. Make sure I get the wedge all the way out. There we go. And we're going to need this frame, but not the barrel. So we'll set the barrel aside and take our new one, the 1 in 16 twist. And that's the barrel we're going to need. So we'll set that frame aside. They fit. Both made by Uberti. 20-some years apart, 22 years, whatever. Boy, that's looking pretty good. Should give that barrel a wrap with the wooden. Yeah, it mates up perfect down here. Barrel wedge. Tap goes through, cylinders good to go. Right. Now we did change the sight on this one also, like we did on the other model, and I've got a little higher sight on this one. And also this one is canted a little bit to the left because of where the gun was shooting. So I'm expecting down there at 50 yards, this will be probably shooting either left or right. But the interesting thing is going to be to see if we can tighten those groups up by using the 1 in 16 twist barrel rather than the 1 in 30. Alright, we got our gun capped up, Remington caps, and again shooting at 50 yards, Johnston Dow bullet, and 2.8 cc's black MZ, and with the 1 in 16 twist barrel on this 1890 or 1998 made Uberti. Target's blowing around some, but should have put a staple at the bottom. Well, let's hope we're on the paper. I believe that's 6. I'm pretty happy real happy with the way it shot. I've got one up here, but I should be allowed 1 out of 6. Otherwise, I got about a 3¼ inch for 5 shots. 4 shots gets even better, like 1 3/4 inches. That's 50. So we're getting that by using that 1 in 16 twist barrel and the Johnston Dow bullet, and up here I got the 2.8 cc's of black MZ. You know, I'm almost tempted to shoot a second group here just to see if this was total luck. Of course, then I'll have shots all over the paper. Everybody knows how that goes. Now here's a look at the 3 targets that we shot at 50 yards when we switched to the faster twist barrel on the Uberti gun here. This one we took off was a 1 in 30, and this went to a 1 in 16. We wanted to do that because we felt that the Johnston Dow bullet, being a conical, might need a faster twist barrel, and this first target that we shot here certainly was looking promising along those lines. You got 6 shots, 4 of them in the black, and 1 just right off the side in here. So I thought, well, okay, we've seen this before where we get a good target, and it turns out it was, who knows why, but maybe not really, or maybe it is the real thing. So we shot a second target, loaded up the same way, and we got 1 in the black here, up here, 3 shots in this area, and 1 up here. So we got a total stretch here of about, 14 inches or so. So we wonder what the heck is going on with that. Had my shooting, my eye fatigue finally caught up with me, or just was this a lucky target, or is this an unlucky target? I guess those things we'll never know, but I did want to switch and find out what this 1 in 16 twist would do, since it's shooting higher than the other barrel that was on there. Wanted to see what that would do with the same load, 2.8, that I'd shot before with the round ball. So I shot loaded 6 with that, and we got a group down here that probably measures, I don't know, 3 inches, 3.5, somewheres in there, for 6 shots. And I was getting pretty fatigued with this target, and even worse on this one. So I already feel something that was gone astray with this second target here, because we're back in the shooting decent here with the third one, 50 yards. So anyway, that's the situation with our 3 targets, and maybe we learned something, maybe we didn't, but certainly that 1 in 16 twist was working out well with the round ball, and I thought on the first target working out really well with the Johnston Dow, but that second target makes a person begin to wonder what was happening here. Well, since the shots seem to be stringing vertical, there's not much variation in the horizontal, and because I've had issues in the past with this powder, or seem to have, having a tendency to string. Also heard that others are having a similar situation with the powder being somewhat compression sensitive. So I decided to try to get some better compression, more uniform compression on the powder, and the results of that I'm going to post in another video, and that would be Walker at 50 Part 3.